Thanks for watching the Council in Brief. I'm Susan Kennedy. We're here with the news of the Montgomery County Council for this last week in October. We begin this time with a gathering of officials for the celebration of Food Day. The event is designed to bring together Americans from all walks of life to push for healthy, affordable food that's produced in a sustained, humane way.
We're talking about food today, and when we talk about food and when we think about food today on Food Day, we think about jobs. We think about jobs in agriculture. We think about jobs in food production, food distribution, food promotion and marketing, and food preparation. We think about a healthy economy, and of course we think about the public health.
Viewing this issue as a single component, one system, where we can pool all of our resources and create a healthy and sustainable food system that can be a model for the entire nation. That's the objective here. And so by bringing attention and awareness to the challenge that we face today, we have the opportunity to set Montgomery County apart in terms of its leadership, but be a model for others to simply follow.
In response to mounting opposition to a proposed teen curfew, council members have drafted a measure that would counter that bill. Council members Phil Andrews and George Leventhal have introduced an anti-loitering bill that they say is a better tool for fighting youth crime.
It's a better tool than a curfew because it's not age specific and it's not limited to time of day, and it's based on behavior, not age. The county executive's proposal for youth curfew is an age-based measure, but clearly the executive wants it to change behavior. It wants to focus on suspicious behavior. Well, a much better approach is to have a bill that focuses specifically on suspicious behavior, not on age, not on time of day. 90% of crime is committed by adults, and about 85% is committed during non-curfew hours. So we should have a tool that can be used whenever appropriate, regardless of the age of the person or the time of the day.
And I've listened especially carefully to the police, because it is the police who need to implement whatever policy, whatever legislation we adopt. And what I've heard most specifically from the police is that they don't seek to apply the curfew in a blanket way against every young person who's out of the house after hours, that they intend specifically to act when action is triggered by bad behavior. And it seems to me that under those circumstances, Mr. Andrews' bill, which I've co-sponsored, directly gets at the issue of behavior that causes alarm, that seems to pose a threat to persons or property. And so for that reason, I've co-sponsored the bill.
Earlier this month, all 3 escalators at the Bethesda Metro station were out of service, creating a host of problems for commuters. This week, members of the Council's Transportation and Environment Committee will meet with officials from Metro to find out what is being done to prevent a situation like this from happening again.
If you've ever been to the Bethesda Metro station, these are not stairs that you want to walk even if you are healthy. If you are a senior citizen, I promise you don't want to do that. So we wanted to hear from the people who are in charge of that Metro, which is not the county council, which is not the county, but from WMATA. What are they going to do to make sure that this does not happen in the future?
We're also hoping to hear a little bit about that new entrance at that Metro station as well. Is that correct?
Yes, we are asking where we stand with respect to that. There are some who have asked that that be accelerated, and we're going to explore whether or not it is possible to accelerate it such that it would relieve the concerns with respect to the existing Metro station.
And finally, in recognition of the 25th Annual Community Service Week, Council staff collected various items for injured military personnel who are receiving treatment at Walter Reed Medical Center.
These are basic needs that they come. They don't have anything to sleep in. They need sweatshirts, sweatpants. They need DVDs to watch. They need, mild entertainment, and I can't wait to give it all out, because it really, just a hooded sweatshirt brings a humongous smile to their faces every single time.
I appreciate the opportunity, and servicemen and women, not just soldiers. We have airmen and Marines and Coast Guard, and we all appreciate what you're doing. It takes time, it takes communication. This is the link here, our leaders. And if our leaders are listening and taking the time out, this level, we will make it happen.
Well, that does it for this edition of the Council in Brief. For County Cable Montgomery, I'm Susan Kennedy. Thanks for tuning in.